We had the opportunity to meet a young French couple who've come to Marbella to open up their new business, Indigo Perfumes. Bienvenue à Marbella maintenant avec
Marion Nadjar.
Oh la la, we're here in a fabulous little laboratory in the heart of Marbella, just by the Alameda Park, and we have this fabulous perfume laboratory. Marion, tell us a bit about yourself. You're from Paris.
Yes.
They call you le nez, the nose.
Exactly.
So tell us a bit about how you got into being a perfume creator. You're an artist in smells.
Yeah, so I decided to become perfumer, so I went to a specialized school.
Yes.
Sorry. Yeah, and to study all the chemical part of the perfumery, and then we also have a special course from perfumery. And then I worked a lot for different brands in Paris and also in Grasse, near to Cannes. And we decided with my fiancé to come and create our society here in Marbella, because we thought it was a very, very good place for this type of society.
Well, you're certainly right. You're in certainly the right place. But let's hear a little bit how you decided to dedicate your life to recognizing smells. You've got behind you were telling me you can recognize now some 400 smells that you then use your chemistry background to create these wonderful fragrances. But it was your mother that first introduced you to perfume. What did perfume mean for your mum?
Yes, she was very, very feminine and totally crazy about perfumery, and she loved Guerlain, for example, and I was with her, and I smell, and also my father gave me the chance to travel a lot, and with all the country we have visit, I can smell a lot of things, a lot of raw materials from everywhere, from Colombia, Maldives, something very wonderful, and I still smell everything, and I'm passionate of smelling the new things, the people, the culture with the food and with all the flower we have, all the tree. So I decided to make my life with the perfume.
Well, you look the part, I have to say. You're wonderful. And a little surprise, we've got a new perfumer on the way. Are you finding that it's affecting your sense of smell, being pregnant?
Yeah, I think it can help me. And I think he will smell with me when I will create new perfume, when he will be here. I will be very happy.
A whole new range of baby scents.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Let's start now looking at some of these bottles we've got behind us. You said these are the ones you use to study with, like to practice your smells. How does that work?
Yeah, because when you are a perfumer, you still need to smell and to know what your mind will be with the essential oil, with the raw material like this. So I need to train myself and to find inspiration, because I start with an idea and then I create with raw material. So I need to make a link and to be still with this raw material.
So you really are an artist in the sense you come up with the idea of smells in your imagination. It sounds kind of incongruous that you have an idea for smell in your brain, but it must be that way. You have something you want to create and you can smell it before you create it?
I try to, I create in my head and then I create with my nose and with my head. Yeah.
So these are your practice smelling bottles, and then over here you have lots of little brown bottles that all look the same to me, but what are in these bottles to our left?
So there are very different parts. There are fruity notes, there are spicy notes, there are a lot of musk also. We have our 400 or 500 raw material different to create in our lab for the moment, so we can make a lot of things.
Wonderful. As you said, you've got like some 6 standard fragrances that they are not men or women. You leave up to the person who's sniffing to see what they feel best for us. Explain some of your fragrances.
Yes.
Let's pick one up and so you can look at the camera, because you've got such a pretty face. I don't want anyone to lose it. Explain this one to us.
You. So this one, for example, is Talking to the Moon. So it's a very intense perfume, like a little bit more masculine, because there is a lot of wood, a lot of spice. For example, cardamom from Guatemala or ginger. And then you have orris flower, which is a very luxury raw material in the perfume. And there are very concentrated. For our concentration is higher than the perfume. We called him eau de parfum concentrated.
That means it lasts longer because there's not that
Yeah.
alcohol that evaporates. It's something that soaks more into
because
skin.
you have more perfume oil than alcohol and water. Yeah, yeah.
So you're getting the real stuff. It's like ecological perfume. You're getting only the good ingredients.
Yeah.
Wonderful. And this one here?
This one, dulce nota, is like
Sweet note?
Yeah, totally. It's like a sweet note, a touch of fruit, red fruit, like a raspberry, and we can. It's like for young people, but also for people like sweet perfume and very fresh also.
Wonderful. I did have the chance to smell of all these the other day at the Teresa Bernabé luxury TV channel networking event in the Grand Melier Dom Pepe, which is where I met the lovely Marion and knew that this was something that you were all going to like as much as I do. So let's hear about this perfume.
Okay, so this one is Indie Green, so it's a fresher one in our collection. Our target is more for the sport people or the golf people because it's very fresh. It's a combination of citrus, very explosive citrus, lemon, grapefruit, and that's it for this one.
That sounds delicious. Okay.
So this one is Cocoon Musk. This one is like a perfume around La Dama de Noche, which is...
This is me.
You like it? Perfume?
This is mine.
So it's Jasmine who deliver his smell only at night, and I was very interested with this type of flower. So we create a perfume around this flower and also with musk and a touch of vanilla.
Did you learn the Dama de Noche here in Marbella, this different smell, or is that someone that's known around the world? It's quite amazing how a flower only smells at night time.
Yeah, it's very interesting, and but I started to come here in Marbella when I was 8. So I smell it at night and I think it's wonderful, and now I have my perfume.
It's one of my favourite smells, and it is particular to Marbella, so there you have it, my favourite so far.
So this one is Feria Mon Amour. So this one is the history of here, the fiesta we have, the party we have, the lot of feria here in Spain, which I think they are crazy. A lot of women are so well dressed, and I created this perfume for this event because it was a sensual and feminine perfume, and you have a lot of raw materials. I think more than 60 raw material inside, so it's a complex perfume. We
Like the Spanish women.
Yeah, totally. And it will evolve with the time also with patchouli, jasmine for Egyptia, for example, a lot of raw material.
Well, actually, all women are complicated, it's not just the Spanish ones. And to finish off your standard range, this one here, another one that I liked very much, is a day fragrance. This one I thought was very clean linen and fresh.
Yeah, totally. This one is Vetiver d'automne, which is vetiver is a wood who comes from Haiti, and it's very fresh, and there is on top a touch of eucalyptus and lemon to be very refreshing, and then you have the wood, a very elegant perfume for men or women also.
Well, this is your standard collection, Marion, and congratulations, it's wonderful. Our watchers, our viewers can actually already purchase this not only in the boutique in the Grand Melier Dom Pepe, but also online from wherever you are in Europe. Your website is Marbella Parfum.
Indigo.
Right, that's it. Let's make sure you get it right. Let's pass you over to the boss.
Indigo Perfume Marbella.com.
That's it.
Yeah.
Indigo Perfume Marbella.com. Now, if someone wanted to have a personalized perfume, you can do that too.
Yeah, with pleasure. We also create personalized perfume. We have like a meeting with a client, and we will talk about this personality, what he wants to show with this perfume, how he wants to feel with it, and then we need like 1 month to create his own and unique perfume, and then he will have like a code, and he can reload it in our website, for example, and it will be his own perfume, his own and unique perfume.
Well, that sounds ideal for Marbella. There's so many divas here that I'm sure each and every one of us would like to have our own perfume. Maybe we can look at Eau de Marbella maintenant, you know, Eau de Marbella now, or something like that.
Or Nicole Perfume.
Or a Nicole Perfume. Isn't that wonderful that you can do that? Now, all your raw materials are coming from Paris, all the different countries, because obviously those smells, you've got a very special bottle that you wanted, which also comes from Paris because of its weight and the way I suppose it protects the contents, but everything else you do here locally.
Yeah, totally. So we choose the best raw material from Paris or other place in the world, and we have also bottle from France, because they are very luxury bottle, like you have the top on it, yes. And but we have done everything here. We, me and my fiancé, Michael.
I think we're going to bring him in. Come over here, Mikel. Well, we've got Miguel, Michael, Mikel. Congratulations to both of you, not only on your new family, but also on this new family of fragrances and coming to Marbella. Mikel, you're in charge of the business side of things. How's that, setting up this business, and why the word name Indigo?
Name Indigo is because we like the color of indigo, and also we decided to create a name of the name or a lot of people who can speak and spell really good. It's I think it's indigo. It's more fast. It's more easy for the people to say, oh, it's indigo. That's why we realized a name, international name. That's why.
Very good, very easy to say. And how has it been setting up here with your suppliers, coming from France, working with Spanish companies, and this international community of 140 different nationalities here in Marbella? Are you comfortable here? Is it easy working with all these different people?
Yeah, it's easy to speak with the people here, because it's sympathetic, and the people can speak everything like comment on say?
You can say it in French.
Le geste.
Having
fun.
geste.
Yeah, they talk with the hands. They
With
talk
with the hand and
they are
something like
very
this.
expressive.
Well, that's familiar for you, French, no? La la, stuff.
Yeah, that's right. And what's that?
Yeah, now we have found, we have looking for all the best supplier for each part of our work.
Yeah, but we study in French directly the different suppliers that we can use before to create this company, because it's necessary to when you start a program, when you start to create an enterprise, we need to looking for all the suppliers before to start that. So we have so many suppliers in France, and when we need to have, for example, a fragrance, a special raw material, we need to choose the best suppliers that we can.
Well, it's lovely to know that you are not only getting some exclusive and very designer, unique fragrances, but with your own very personal touch. Michael and Marion, merci beaucoup.
Merci à vous.
À bientôt.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
See you soon.